Welcome. Hello, kids. And for anybody else, this is for educational purposes only. It is for Benjamin Franklin School in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, there are two concepts, two pieces of information that you basically need to know, or I'd say two categories because there's more than two pieces, um, in order to do this sheet. So, two main things you need to know. Number one, how many beats do they want before you draw a bar line? And then what I like to say is there's a wrestling match. Who's on top, that's the winner. Now, some of the classes often say the one on bottom, and I say no, never in a wrestling match does the one on bottom win, to my knowledge. So obviously here it's going to be 4 because they're the same number. Now let's go down here. Who won the wrestling match? Number 3. So when we draw our bylines, they're going to be looking for 3 beats. And do not click this video off because it's not 3 notes, it's 3 beats. We got another thing to learn in a second. All right? Let's see. Right here, who won the wrestling match? Obviously 2. So they're going to be looking for 2 beats. Not 2 notes, but 2 beats. Obviously 4 because they're the same. And down at the bottom, finally, who won the wrestling match? Not 4, but 3. So try to remember that. That's our time signature. And in our time signature, step number 1, who won the wrestling match. Step number 2, and I hope you didn't click the video off because it's not going to be 4 notes before you draw your bar line. It's going to be 4 beats. So let's look real quick. There are 3 types of notes in this line, and they are quarter note, half note, look carefully, whole note. Not the same as a half note because it's missing the stem, the line. All right, so let's go back. Quarter note, half note, whole note. And you don't even really need to know those names for this worksheet today. You need to know the numbers. How many beats is a quarter note worth? 1. That means each of these alone is worth, say it, hopefully you said 1. Now, do you remember how many this is worth? Probably not because I didn't say it yet. 2 beats, 2 beats, and 2 beats for our half notes. Whole note is equal to 4. Let's forget about the names real quick and just go over the numbers. I point, you say it, I give you about 1 second, half a second before I give the answer. 1, 1, 1. Hope you got that. 2, 2, 4, 2, 4. Now let's put all that information together to draw our bar lines. Obviously, I cannot draw, and I keep going here. Some of you probably figured out, hey, that's where my first line is going to go. Yes, I made a mistake. It's called foreshadowing. Whenever you learned that in your English class. Okay, this is asking for 4 beats before our line. So let's see if that's worth 1, and that's worth 1, and that's worth 1, and that's worth 1. We must be up to 4 at this point. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. So you would draw a line from here all the way down to there, and that is your bar line. All right, now over here, after that line, we're going to go here. If you remember, this was worth 2, 2, and obviously 2 plus 2 is 4. So we have reached our next 4 beats. Draw another bar line right here. And then, of course, now here we have 2 plus 1 plus 1. So that's our next 4. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is our 4. That's what we're going to draw. All right, and this is 4 all by itself. Now when we move down here, I'm going to mix it up, and do not copy me because I'm teaching you how to do it, but I'm going to do it in the wrong places so that you can't copy my answers for your sheet like you could on the line above. What we do now is we say, I'm going to say, let's pretend that we were beginning here, which we don't. You begin way over there. First of all, who won the wrestling match? 3. We're looking for 3 beats before drawing our line. So if we started here and we needed 3 beats, that's 1 plus 1 plus 1, and we would be drawing a line there. All right, now let's say we started, by the way, when you do it, you're starting at the beginning for your paper. But let's say that we started right here. If we started there, how many is this worth? 2. How many is that worth? 1. How many are we looking for? 3. So 2 plus 1 is 3. If there were a line here, you would cross to there and draw your next line. All right, now the only other thing that you're going to have to know to complete this paper is these two joined together. These eighth notes are also worth 1 point. So if you're still watching and you want to write with me the note values, here's what I would do. I would probably over on the side of your paper, and you could press pause when you need to. Let's go up to the top on the side of your paper. I would draw one of these quarter notes right up here, and I would put equals 1. Then I would draw one of these, which is a circle not colored in with a stick, and that's a half note. I'd draw that maybe over here somewhere. Equals 2. Draw one of these, which is just a circle. Maybe put that here. Equals what? 4. And then perhaps anywhere else that you have room, you got 2 other notes that you need to draw. This is 2 eighth notes. Remember, they're connected. So I'd probably copy these exact notes anywhere you have left up here, and you got to put equals 1 because both of them together equal 1 beat. And down here, that right there is equal to 3 beats. And some of you say, I thought it was worth 2, but you notice there's a dot, and the dot always means add half. Now, right now, if you don't feel like thinking, what's half of 2, which is 1, 2, and that makes this a 3. If you don't feel like thinking through all that right now, just memorize that if you see this, it's going to be worth 3 beats. A half note and a dot is 3 beats. So draw that half note up here. Don't forget the dot afterwards equals 3. And you should have everything you need to know. Otherwise, please have your parents contact me, and I'll answer any questions I can. Thank you.